tough to lose. We got to play better. I think turnovers will always, make a major difference in a game. So when you have 3, they didn't have any. You usually don't have to look much further than that. And then we had, yards in the first half, but just didn't come away with the necessary points, largely because of the turnovers. But the game is always about points and not about yards. I thought our skilled players did a great job today, all the way through the position groups. I thought they played hard, fought for every yard, and made plays. So we got to turn the page quickly now against a good football team up ahead, and that's where we are. So I can take any questions you have.
Kirk, on the was that a bad exchange, or did the ball get knocked out of your hand after you took the snap?
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but felt like it, just got knocked out of my hand as I was turning, but I haven't seen it.
Kirk, a lot was made about this being the second year in the system, second year offensive coordinator. Did it surprise you at all how choppy that offense felt, especially in the first quarter?
Yeah, I just think turnovers. Honestly, we moved the football on our second drive, went down into the field goal range area, and had a 3rd and short. And next thing you know, it's Tampa's ball, and the 2-minute go down the field, and then turn it over and throw an interception, and then had the sack fumble. I think there's plays to be made out there. I think we're making plays, but when you turn the ball over, you kind of take away those chances to capitalize on them.
What did the Buccaneers do defensively to kind of slow you guys down in the run game and play action passes?
I think they did a variety with their pressures or coverages. They were multiple defense today. We moved the football, but turned the ball over. And the game will always be about points. So when you move the football, you're doing good things, but it's got to end with points, obviously preferably touchdowns. And, you got nothing to show for it, then you take away your chance to win the football game.
What does a turnover do to an offense psychologically?
I don't know. I think you kind of flush them and just move forward. Yeah.
Kirk, based on what you knew about the plan coming in, would you have guessed it was a 40-plus pass type plan? Or I don't know if game circumstances dictated that, or was that if you thought that was kind of the way that the best chance to move the ball and score?
Yeah, I think every game you just kind of take it as it comes, and I don't really have expectations too much going in. Just kind of play the game that's out there to play.
Kirk, as you move forward in a short week, how much of this film do you watch, and how quickly do you progress to the Eagles?
You definitely watch it. We'll try to get together with the guys tomorrow and watch it, and then you got to move quickly because it is a short week. But you obviously got to do both. You got to cover this game and then get ready for the Eagles as fast as possible.
Rhythm-wise, when you have Christian going down, you have Garrett going down earlier. How is that to take one step up, 2 steps back?
Yeah. It's part of football. Guys are going to get dinged here and there, and that's why depth is such a big deal. And we have great players. I think Austin Schlottman stepped in and did a great job all game, handling communication and the snaps and all that a center has to do. So that's part of the game, and that's why you develop that depth.
You're on the interception right before the half. You're really frustrated after that play.
Yeah.
Was it just more of the situation, or was there something about the play that you really wanted to have back?
Yeah, I just, looking back, would have just progressed to the under route to Jordan. Tried to knife it in there, was just a little too aggressive, and, Jordan's there on the under route, and that's kind of just working through the progression, just keep going.
Kirk, what made you decide there to stick with KJ rather than saying no to that and going to Jordan?
Yeah, it's kind of a long story on the read there, but I won't get into it all and bore you with it, but yeah.
Kirk, I don't know what the snap counts were, but it looked like there was more shotgun today. What was the thought kind of behind that?
I don't have a great answer for you. I think just in the flow of the game, that's just what started coming in. I'm pretty comfortable with either.
Kirk, there was a lot of different personnel packages. I guess how did you feel about sort of the general operation of getting a lot of people in and out of the huddle?
I thought it was good. I thought I didn't feel myself up against the play clock very often. I think that's a credit not only to Kevin and his staff for getting the personnel in, but then also the guys. Communicating, getting in the huddle, getting out of the huddle. If anything, I would say it was real positive. I'd say that was a real positive today.
Tampa Bay surprised you with any of their blitzes or any of their defensive fronts because of the issues with injuries and stuff?
No, I think that they're very multiple. They will bring pressures, and I think they were pretty consistent in their game plan once they established it. They kind of played that game most of the game.
On a positive note, what do you think of Jordan Addison's?
Yeah, he did a great job. If you give me a chance to brag on our skill players, I always will. I just think Jordan's a phenomenal player. I think KJ's a phenomenal player. Justin, obviously, goes without saying. Had another great day today. I think TJ's outstanding, the way he ran some of those choice routes inside today. Josh Oliver's a great player, has done a great job for us. Alex Madison, I thought, ran really well, really hard. The touchdown catch, the play's dead at the roughly 4 or 5 yard line, and he finds a way to get us 6 points. Just an incredible effort. Did the same on a couple other runs. I think Ty Chandler's a great player. So, I felt really good about what our skill guys did today and showed. And it's not a surprise, but, my job will always be as a point guard to just kind of make sure they're all getting opportunities because of how they can help us win.
Kirk, those last 2 series with 3 and outs, and you're waiting a long time to get out there, and then it's over quickly. Is there anything with either of those that you'd like to have back?
I think that's kind of what you're going back through. They run together right now, but we had the 8 possessions in the first half, and I think we only had 10 points, and then the second half only had 3 possessions. And so the lack of possessions in the second half, you got to maximize your opportunities, and we did with the 1 drive, but obviously took up a lot of time, and then the other 2 3 and outs. It's not what you want when you only have 3 possessions in the second half.
Throw to KJ, was that where you wanted it? Were you trying to keep him away from the safety, or were you a little behind?
Which one was this?
Interception.
Oh, yes, sorry. Well, yeah, I think it's behind him because I see the safety, so I'm trying to stop him with the ball, protect him, not lead him into a collision. So there's a little bit of trying to stop him.
Kirk, it seemed like a lot of your rollouts, they had guys right in your face quickly. Yeah. Do you think they did a good job of just identifying that, or was there things that execution-wise that can be done to get you a little more clear space there? No,
I think it's both. I think a couple of the keepers, there were people early, but that's a lot of times in a game that tends to happen. And then, the flip side, you had a couple keepers where I'm out there attacking the edge, and I'm kind of looking and still can attack because nobody was in my way. And one time late, I dished it to TJ. Another time, Josh Oliver popped open late. So probably a little bit of both, where you got the edge and it's clean, and other times you don't. And many times when you don't get the edge, it can still be a real positive play. But that's certainly the challenge with calling keepers, is you just never know what that edge is going to be, and you can't predict it. But you got to be ready to react either way.
Delvin Cook's not here anymore. Do you think teams are taking you on now, and what Tampa did today, that they assume you can't run the ball anymore?
I wouldn't go that far. I think that Alex ran it really hard today and did a great job and showed what he's capable of. And I think Ty much the same way. And I think a lot of Myles Gaskin. I mean, we got guys that I have confidence in for sure.
Kirk, Alex does seem to have a good way of just falling forward.
Forward lean, no doubt.
You see that as an advantage?
Oh, yeah.
When he can get
I think it's a mindset. It's a talent he has. He knows he has it, and he uses it. And, they say the mark of a great back is, do you make the first guy miss, and how are you after contact? Because, there's going to be an unblocked player somewhere, and if you make him miss, he doesn't make the tackle. That's where you start to, make it about you as a player. And I thought Alex did that today and runs hard. And, I think that, we got the skilled players, and that's encouraging.
Kirk, so many one-possession wins last year. What's it like being on the other side of that and watching the team kneel down on the sideline?
It always hurts losing in this league. It beats you up, and because the margin for error is so small, that's what beats you up is the plays where we ought to have made that play, and it's a different game if you can make it. And that going into the game, it's going to come down to a few plays, and so that's just the sense of urgency that you always have. All righty. Thanks, guys.